Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Tonight, one of our game masters and frequent players, Jason Melnichuk, has written a one-shot. It may go a little over 2 hours. The scenario is entitled Order Up, and this is version number 1. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Jason?
Hey, how you guys doing? Jason Melnichuk here. This is a little story. It's based off of a short story by Joshua Hood. And I took it and adapted it and twisted it and changed it a bit to fit a Call of Cthulhu adventure. It takes place in 1982, October, Ohio, dark, stormy, extremely stormy night. And it takes place in a diner, but we'll get into that soon. And we're going to start with Wally. Ears off, everyone. All right, sir. I'm going to need you to look into the camera. Start from the top. Yeah, right where the flashing light is. Everything. Just be honest. And I know it's your third time telling me this. This should be a charm. Let's do it one more time. Look right here and tell me your story.
All right. Well, my name is Wally Sharp. Everyone calls me Wally. I guess my real name is Walter. This is my diner, Wally's Place. You see the sign outside. Normally, my service is pretty good. I usually have a couple of waitresses. None of them showed up today. Could be due to the storm. Could be other factors. It's been a hard day. You know, the last couple of days, my freezer went out, and I lost a few $1,000s worth of food, and just the stress level tonight's been like through the roof. I've ended up having to do most of the serving, most of the cooking, most of the getting money. Plus, I've got people stealing gasoline from me. I've had to install security systems to make sure that they're not stealing. I don't know what else you want to know. I'm not married. Who would marry this?
All right, we'll pick it. We'll pick this up later. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Rusty. This is going to be your third time. I need you to look right here into the camera lens, right where this little flashing red light is, and just tell it to me one more time. How did you get to this diner?
I was driving, man. Listen. I've been driving for about lots of years. I run from Toledo down to the south end of Atlanta, pick up a load of rubbers, bring them back up to Toledo. They grind them down, do whatever the hell they do to make them tires and whatnot up yonder. I have made this trip 100 times. 100 times. I had to make 100 times. This time, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the rain on the windshield or what. But I went down there, and I know I was supposed to take a break. But I didn't, because I got shit I got to do, and you got to move, you know? You can't just hang around. You got to move. I picked up the rubbers, come on back up 75. I was flying up through Tennessee mountains all the way through Kentucky. All right? Now, I done told you that. I was fine. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't drift off. I ain't do none of that. And I get up here to Ohio, and you know how once you get past that first little spot where it's exciting when you're running up here, it just gets boring. It gets slow and get tired. The old windshield get to hitting on the rain, and the wipers get to back and forth. And next thing you know, man, I kind of dozed off a little bit, and I don't know how long I was out, but the old thunder crack, pop, and lightning and everything else jump up, woke me up. And I said, hell, I better get on off the road. So when I just pulled into Wally's, I come in here all the damn time. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I done told you that. I mean, I'm guilty, you know.
We're going to need to stop it here. The backup team is here. They're going to take everybody and have a little interview back at home base. All right. We're good here. So, Gator,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna need you to look into this camera, right, with a little flashing red light. Yes, I understand you've done this 3 times now. It's important. Explain to me how you wound up here tonight.
Okay, look, I'm just studying at Ohio State. Okay, I'm on my way home. My grandma passed away, and I'm not dealing with it that well. Okay, I mean, it's just my grandma. She meant so much to me. She always believed in me, and God, the whole reason I'm at Ohio State studying what I'm doing is because she told me to, and now she's gone, and I'm failing school, and work is shit at the bowling alley. My girlfriend's pissed at me because I didn't want her to come. It's just look, I've been driving too long, and it was late, and the rain, and just everything going on my head, and I just look, I spun out. Okay, the car spun out, and I realized I had to get off the road. I wasn't in the right headspace. There was just too much stuff going on. I needed some coffee and a piece of pie, just to calm it down. I was seeing things. Okay, I was seeing eyes in the dark. All right, and I pulled over, and I saw the sign for the diner, and I pulled up. I needed gas, so I put some gas in the car, and I walked in. Okay, that's all I
I'm
know.
gonna need you to stop right there. The backup is here. They're gonna take all you guys to headquarters for questioning. We'll pick this up back at the station. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
okay, okay.
Me?
Yes. All right, Mr. Brenner. I know this is the third time we're going over this interview. I need you to look into the camera, right where the little flashing red dot is. And I need you to explain your story. How did you get to this diner? And we'll be done with this pretty soon.
Corporal Brenner, Doug Brenner. Yeah, it's been about 7 years now. I've been back from Nam. Getting back into the swing of things hasn't been easy. They said it would be okay after a while. Okay. Like, what am I supposed to be okay with? What I went through. Be easy for them to say just words to them. I'll get over it. I don't think I'll just get over it. Johnny died right there in my arms. I could see his face go white. Ball, they blew his head off just a couple feet away from me. The Viet Cong would leave some of us half alive out in the field to draw us out, just watching our buddies die. Fucking crying out, man. I don't think I'm just gonna get over this. Why me? Why was I the one that survived? Johnny had a baby girl and a wife waiting at home for him. I had no one. I've been getting jobs here and there since. Being back, nothing too long term so far. I'm a pretty good mechanic, so I got that at least. In a couple days, I have a new job, I think, in this town at a repair shop. Now that I'm in town, I'm just going to dive in and get a bite to eat at this diner.
I'm going to need to stop you there. Backup is here. They're just going to take all the civilians down for questioning. I just need you to go out to that black van. We'll be with you in a second. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing there, Mr. Wainwright? I'm going to need you to look into the camera right where this flashing red light is, and I need you to explain to me how you got here tonight. I understand this is the third time we're going over this, but this is critical. Explain yourself, please.
Well, the name's Daryl, and well, I drive truck. I'm from Findlay, and the station's on my route south. Uh, just needed to get out of the house. Um, Wife's being, and normally I'd call it insufferable, but well, she just had a kid, so the kid's screaming, and she's still hormones or something. And well, yeah, I needed to get out of the house, have a quiet night on the road, and well, truck was half full. Produce, frozen goods, meat, stuff like that. Um, just yeah, but the weather got too bad. I had to stop at the station, and I'm reasonably familiar with it. I've been in a few times, so I know it's a good place to hunker down. I was just waiting for the storm to
I'm gonna need to
lighten up.
stop you there. I just want to know how this warrants your actions for tonight. Well, you know what? Save that for the headquarters. I'm gonna need you to go out and get into that big black van out there. The backup has arrived. We'll pick this up later. Thank you. I froze up there. Sorry, David. All right, there, Mr. Bennett. I'm going to need you to take it from the top one last time. I understand this is the third time you're going over this with me, but it is vitally important. I need you to explain how you got here and what's happened to you in the last. Just start from the beginning, but what happened to you in the last 24 hours? What brought you here? You're on mute.
The last 19 of those hours, I've been on the road coming in from Utah with the rig out there. You saw the one, the red on the doors and the front panel. It's the weather's been, as you know, pretty shitty throughout. Gotten worse as we've gone along. I have a delivery to make sometime in the next 6 hours in Pennsylvania, and if I don't make it, I won't get paid. But I had to pull off because the wind shear was so bad, and the roads are icing up, and I could really use some coffee to top off the no-dose I've been taking, and the I guess I got a friendly doc, and I've got some grown-up no-dose that doesn't make you have to stop every 20 minutes to piss. And I just needed to, line my stomach with something, have a cup of coffee, and sit down in a lit space long enough to get my brains together before I carry on.
That's understandable, but does that warrant the actions that you took last night? You know what? Backup's here. Gonna need all the civilians to go out and get into that big black bus that's out there. We'll pick this up later. Thank you. And take your headphones off. All right. I've interviewed all the remaining civilians at the diner. Their video statements have been placed on VHS format for further review. The one fact in this disturbing case is that Charles Douglas was struck by what we believe to be a tractor trailer going down Highway 75 in the shoulder lane. He was changing a flat tire, the poor bastard. Sometime last night, his body moved 3 miles from the incident to the front of this diner. We need to figure out what happened here, and we're going to get all these civilians back to Delta Green headquarters for more answers and find out what really happened here on this cold, dark, rainy night in October 1982. And Hungry Like the Wolf is playing on the radio throughout the diner. The storm is coming down, cats and dogs, buckets. You could barely see 20 feet out into the parking lot. It's cold as hell out there. And I think there's some food ready. You're on mute.
All right, you guys, here's your burgers, your fries. Eat up. Rusty,
Thanks,
Daryl,
Shop.
eat up.
All right. The radio crackles in that there's been storms down, trees down, flooding. If you do not need to be on the road, you should stay off of it. Multiple accidents along the way. It's just basically a horror out there. Gator, at this point, you're walking in the door of the diner.
Have a seat, mister. Look, we're shorthanded tonight. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Service is going to be slow. I hope you understand.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just
Seats anywhere.
okay. Thanks. And I'll go
He's-
sit at one of the booths.
Hey, Shop. If you need any help, just let me know.
Well, you guys can all help yourselves to the coffee.
Already done.
Done and done, Wally.
Need everybody to make a listen check.
Pass. Regular.
1 second.
All I can hear is hungry like a wolf.
I got hard.
Extreme 3.
All right, so whoever passed, the wind is howling out there, man. It's just coming down in buckets. Whoever got a hard, you hear something, but it wasn't the wind. And if you got an extreme, bro, it just sent creepy chills through your spine. Something, like maybe an animal got hurt, or somebody stepped on a dog. You don't know what the hell it was. And you have one of your customers, Wally. She's sitting over there with her little dumpy girl, a little overweight for the clothing she's wearing. She looks like a cross between Madonna and Cyndi Lauper. She's sitting there with her spooky boyfriend, and she looks up and she's, Wally, for the last time, get those goddamn bags of rotten garbage out of here. I can smell it all the way over here.
Yeah.
It stinks in here.
So I'm actually going to just put them outside the door in the back.
You step out the back door, and you see your huge dumpster. It's made of heavy steel. It's flipped over on its side. Looks like it might have been hit by a car even.
God damn it.
And all that stuff you dumped out from the walk-in cooler going down, it's all over the place. Well, at least all the meat is all over the place.
Well, I'm going to take these 2 bags. I'm just going to fling them in there.
Make a spot hidden.
No.
No?
Got a 99.
All
I'm
right.
so pissed off. I'm just seeing red. I'm going to have to clean that shit up tomorrow.
Make a listen check.
05.
You heard something like, if it was scampered off, you heard movement, like back down into your back alley.
All right. Get out of here.
Something is definitely going through your garbage.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go back and close the door. Sure it's closed. Go back to fixing people's burgers without having washed their hands.
All right, what are you guys doing now?
Man, I'm eating my burgers. What I'm doing, I'm wondering if I heard Wally back there in the back. Did I hear him back there yelling, raising a mess?
Somebody knocked over my dumpster.
That big old metal bastard back there?
Yeah, it must have been, I don't know what. Somebody backed a truck into it or something. God damn it.
Wasn't me. I'm parked out front.
One more thing to deal with.
If you want, hey Cook, if you want, I can help you upright the container and maybe try to secure it.
It's pouring down rain. It's muddy. It's filthy. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it. We'll worry about it in the morning. Ain't going nowhere.
At least since it's freezing rain, probably ain't gonna get a lot of critters in it.
There was something out there just now. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. It was either a dog or a raccoon or I don't know what the hell else it could be.
There might be a possum out there creeping around.
Out in this,
Could be possum. Big fucking
out in
rat.
this, I'd be worried about rabies. Like
Excuse me, sir.
Anything running around, it ain't gonna have.
Did
We're
you
gonna
say
do
it was
for it.
okay to help ourselves to the coffee?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Who's the closest to the window?
Wasn't the
I
whole
was
front
sitting
end
in
of it
the
windows?
Yeah. Who's sitting in a booth by the windows?
Me.
Make spot hidden checks.
Nice.
Yeah, regular pass.
And Gator.
I got a hard pass.
I both of you at the same time notice something like white, like you think it was white, but you see movement out by the gas pumps.
What the fuck was that?
You see that? There's something out there.
Yeah,
Out by the
something.
gas pumps.
This is not too smart to be out there in this.
Yeah, I just came in. It's raining cats and dogs out there.
I go over to the door and try to take a peek out a little bit better.
When you when
I
you
hear the. I'm sorry. I hear the door ring, and I look out to see.
you see the dog with his face pushed up against the window. You see something leaning over what looks like, and you've seen it before, a body laying out by the gas pump. And there's some sort of alabaster white, like cream, like white milk, like the color of milk, leaning over this body. And its head is down by the thing's chest, and it's moving its head.
Oh, fuck. It looks like someone's hurt bad out here.
What do you say?
It looks like someone's hurt bad out here. I should call the, I don't know if the police would respond to this.
Man, me going out there and help them. I'm
Yeah.
going out
What-
that door.
Yeah,
Go
I'll-
now.
I'll
Yeah,
start.
Hurt
So-
like how? Like lightning struck or?
Do I need to call them? Call the police?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I open the door. I take a couple more steps out to get a better look.
All right, as you open the door and take a few steps out, this thing at lightning speed seems to run off into the dark.
Go
Holy
now.
fuck. Did you guys see that? There's something on top of the body out here. Just ran out.
I'm gonna run up and make sure that person's all right. It's laying down on the ground.
The gas pumps have probably got a cover over them. Is it lit?
It's lit, correct. And there is a cover over it. Who goes out to look?
I do.
All right. So when you two walk out, there's a gentleman laying there in a blue plaid shirt, blue jeans, and he's bloody. It looks like his arm is bent in a direction it shouldn't be. And it's just, I want, first of all, Doug, I need you to make a sound check for what you saw or what you think you might have saw. And then whoever's looking at the body also make a separate sound check.
Fail.
All right, just take 1 point.
Got it.
Pass.
I'm going to try to get a hold of the authorities. Are the phone lines working?
Yep, absolutely. State Police, this is Lurleen. How may I help you?
Hi, Lurleen. This is Wally over at Wally's Place, the diner, out on 75. Looks like somebody's, I haven't seen it myself, one of the customers said somebody's injured out by our pumps. You might need to send an ambulance.
All right. We'll try and get somebody out there as soon as possible. Can you find out the condition of this gentleman? Because
They've gone out to help him.
there's rolling power outages. Roads are out. It might be some time. Please let me know the status on the victim.
Well, just hold on a minute, because I can't take the phone with me. It's got a cord. Hey, do I need to call an ambulance? I got the state police on the phone.
I can't see anything through the rain.
Well, could somebody go check?
I don't think ain't nothing. Can I hear you from out here?
Probably I'm allowed.
I can he's yelling. What do you want?
Well, is the guy injured? Does he need help?
I wouldn't worry with an ambulance.
Yeah, maybe Coroner or police would be more apropos.
Oh, jeez.
You got it.
More what?
Apparently, he's dead.
No, he's alive. Just to
Oh.
get it correct.
Oh,
He's hurt very badly. His arm is broken and his bone is sticking out. And
There's-
he's just, Mom, help.
get an ambulance quick.
Yep, we need an ambulance.
Medic.
This man's seriously injured.
Okay, that's the diner on 75. We're gonna click. The line goes dead.
Okay.
And not that she hung up. Like you
Line
checked
goes
the
dead
phone,
Right.
like something came
Hello?
down on the
Hello?
lines.
Well, I think something came down the lines, but she knows where we are. She should be sending somebody out here anyway.
Well, that's good. You got, hey, you guys out there? Do you think we should move him?
Well, they say you're not supposed to move him, but he's out there. Is he in the rain or is he under the?
He's up under his pump.
Whoever's outside, I need you to make spot hidden rolls.
Well, if he's sheltered, if he's not
Pass.
getting rained on,
Rained on.
Might
It's
just leave him
colder than
there.
hell out here.
I know, it's still
Yeah.
cold as all get out. It's windy and cold.
Well,
I mean-
see how injured he is. You know, if his neck is broken, don't move him. But
Goddamn, Wally's all fucked up. Look at him. He got his damn arm broken.
Ah,
all
shit.
Crooked and bones.
I got to go
sticking
back in
out.
the kitchen. Hold on. Got stuff cooking on the grill.
But don't get weird now. You wanted to know everything about him. You might as well just look at some of it. He's right there. Squished up.
Doesn't need to burn my home fries just to see how the bastard's doing.
Spot hidden checks for those outside, please.
Pass regular.
Okay.
what about those paying close attention to those outside?
Make a roll.
Okay.
Now we done past one. Regular. Come on.
In the forest, out just past the road, in the dark, creepy forest, there is eyes staring at you.
You mean like feral cats?
You're not sure. They're about waist high, maybe?
Waist high.
Maybe
So
a little
that's-
taller?
That's at best a big dog.
And there's at least a dozen sets of eyes that you could see.
Holy
Dozen.
hell. Doug,
Okay.
we gotta get this. Let's get this boy inside.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's.
Hey,
Let's
Shop, do you have
You
any
help pulling them in?
Does
do you have a
anybody have?
first aid kit?
Yeah, I got a first aid kit. It ain't much. Does anybody got like a blanket in their truck?
I can
Uh,
I've
go
got
check.
nothing like that here.
I'll run out to my truck and look. You ain't got some towels back there, Wally? I mean, you just put a bunch of towels over.
Hell, I got a sleeping bag if it'll help.
Put 'em
I,
next to the oven. Hell, man, just get
I-
them warm.
the only towels I got, well, I got just this little
Quit
hand
being so damn
towels.
cheap, Wally. God.
At that
what
point,
about
this
tablecloth?
There's inhuman. There's no
Upstairs.
tablecloth here. At this point, there's inhuman screams coming from the woods. Everybody
yes,
make
boy,
a
come on.
everyone make a sanity
What
check.
in God's great?
It's not human. It's not any animal you think you've heard.
A
What the
98.
hell?
That's a
pass.
fail with 88.
For those who failed, take 2 points because it creeped you the hell out. Man.
Right.
This is not a wolf. It's not a coyote. It sounds almost human, sort of. It's very unsettling.
Man, it sounds
Very
hungry.
unsettling.
Sounds hungry is what
How
it
many
sounds.
do we take if we pass?
like the wolf.
Just one.
No, that's on the radio.
Daryl, can you
Yeah,
come
what
in
you
here?
need?
Can you come in here and watch the grill for just a minute? I can run upstairs. I can bring down a blanket. I can bring down a pillow
All right, you do that. I got the
All right.
It's fine.
and some towels. Apparently, we'll need towels.
I won't burn his home fries.
Oh, question for the keeper.
Look, it's been a long drive.
Yeah. It's been a long night for me too, buddy.
So I'm running upstairs to grab the.
Am I the
Stuff.
only one dragging this son of a bitch across the parking lot? Can I get somebody to get his head? Or
Gator,
something?
would you go help him?
Somebody. Where you at, Doug?
Yeah,
right-
sure.
right
sure,
here,
Sorry.
right
Wait,
here.
could you help pick this heavy bastard up?
Yeah, we'll just go real slow.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
no,
come
what about
help
that?
you guys as well. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
It's fine.
Get his legs.
Don't
Okay.
don't get any blood on you there, Fancy. How
All right.
long is this drive, man? Come on, pull that son bitch in.
All right, you
There we
guys
go.
get him through the door, and what do you
Yeah.
do? Lay him on the floor, or
Or get
Can
him
we lay him on the booth?
It's
In a booth?
table. Yeah, it won't work.
Yeah, probably the floor is probably the best thing. Just off
Phew.
to the side.
And probably the most sanitary. Way Wally been cleaning this place. Tell you
I
what.
come downstairs with a blanket and a pillow, and I punch Rusty in the no.
Oh, I wish
Darla-
you would.
Darla at this point is standing up, like almost crying. Oh, what happened to him? What happened to him? Did you guys hear that out there? What's going on?
Calm down, sweetheart. Please just sit down. We're gonna take care of this. We got the ambulance is coming.
Does anybody have any first aid or medical?
I do right here.
Make a first aid roll.
Yeah, I do.
I got some.
Ooh, 20. Yeah, it's a pass.
41.
I missed by 1 point.
All right. Well, both of you could tell he's dying. He's in bad shape, but whoever passed, you also notice that there's like some kind of slimy, like orangish, you're not sure, but it's only located where he's very wounded on the head and his arm.
Yeah, what the hell is this? This
Right.
doesn't look
It's
like
like slimy.
So, what the hell happened to this guy out in the rain?
I don't know. There was something that was on top of him. It almost looked like it was attacking him or biting him. And when I got
Something like
close,
a possum, or
no,
What was that? What was that
Milk
scream up there?
it was a
I'm
lot
telling
bigger
you,
than a possum.
rabies.
It was like bigger than a big dog. It was good size.
Real big dog.
I gotta get back in the kitchen.
And it scurried off as I started to get closer.
so what you're saying is you scared away a gorilla that attacked this man, broke his arm, and I don't see it. And it's pissing out there.
Yes.
Nothing. I'm
Out with it, boy. Damn, we ain't here all night.
I don't understand the injuries. I don't understand why he's under the gas pump without a vehicle. I find the situation rather perplexing. But can I? You have Tabasco for these home fries?
It's right there in front of you, next to the.
Pepper.
By the
Salt.
Napkins.
There we go.
I cooked them with extra acrylamide just for you, just the way you like them.
This is a weird diner, man.
It's not normally like this. Just shut up and eat your fucking food.
Did you ever see this guy before? Is this like a regular? He's local?
Wally's as local as they come.
I don't recognize him. Shirt looks like mine though. Yeah.
Try to bind the wounds as best as possible with what we have, but yeah, this doesn't look like he's got much longer.
He's moaning.
Hey,
So-
Wally, ain't you got some cameras out in this place?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Let's see if I can figure out how this fucking thing works. It's got a,
82.
it's a VCR tape recorder.
It's probably Betamax in 82.
I try to comfort him. I'm like, hey, the ambulance is coming. Just try to hold on.
If
Try
I
to hold
can
on.
help with the camera if you need. I'm pretty good with this sort of stuff.
Oh well, it's new. It's going in the kitchen. Look, it's right there. Don't break it. I just bought it. It's brand new. See if you can rewind it. And I don't
Okay.
think anybody's getting gas right now. So
So
Right.
Gator goes in, and you're pretty familiar with that. So you roll back the tape a little bit, and you see something. I need you to make a sanity check, and then I'll explain. Just Gator. Did he freeze up?
Hey,
he's terrified. He's
He
completely
just-
lost his mind.
He's trying to do the math if you just give him a minute.
He
Gator's
appears-
gone catatonic.
He appears to be flash frozen. Whatever he's seen,
Gator.
I got him.
That's a perfect response to what he's thought too. We'll wait a second.
Snap out of it, buddy.
Maybe
Yeah, well,
we
he's
need to-
frozen. Try and keep some pressure on that the thing. The
wound.
Do you
Yeah.
want
The leaky
to
part.
or continue with it?
Yeah, I'm staying with the guy and trying to reassure him the ambulance is on the way. And
You guys are applying pressure to the wounds. Doug, you've seen this in Nam. You don't think he's going to make it.
yeah, I'm still doing everything I can. I'm like, if he has 1% chance, I'm going to try
Yeah.
to give it to him.
Absolutely. You see bruising and swelling starting on the face and then the shoulders. Like something hit this guy or something pummeled this guy, beat this guy. You're not sure. All right,
I'm
Gator.
with him.
So Gator goes back to the video equipment, and it's a one little black and white TV with really piss poor reception. You start rewinding the VHS tape a little bit, and what you see makes you almost shit your pants. I need you to make a sanity roll, and then I'm going to bring up when you pause the camera on this is the best angle you could get.
That is a fail.
That you failed? All right, so take 1d4.
1d4. Oh Jesus. 1.
All right, and your heart is beating. You instantly go into flop sweats. You don't know what the hell this is. What do you do?
What the hell is? Hey, Mister Wally.
Yeah.
I think you better come and have a look at this thing.
I'll be there in a minute. What is it?
It's like something out of one of them sci-fi comics, man.
Oh, shit. All right, I got
there
stuff
isn't
going.
anything in the coffee, is there?
At this point, the Clem and Darla come rushing in too. They want to see what's going on. They're just running into your back room.
What the fuck?
Come on, folks, let's see what this is.
All right, so it's going to take me a few minutes because I got things coming out of the fryer, and it's like, everybody help yourself.
Wally, ain't but 4 people in here. I don't know why you cooking all that damn food.
I haven't even ordered yet.
Well, I did. I 6 home fries just for me. But it's been a long goddamn day. So is this something we should know about back there? That's what I want to know.
Now you hear Darla scream, and she passes out. She goes flat out on her ass.
What the fuck?
Shit.
The boyfriend is just sitting. What the fuck is this?
All dressed up dark and scary. He can't even take
Take a
long.
goddamn look at this fucking thing, man.
It's a ghost picture, man. That shit happened. It's that newfangled stuff. That ain't even real. It's just something in the machine, man. No, come on,
This-
man.
Yeah,
ain't
that's
English.
no, that's gotta be a glitch, right?
That's
I mean,
It's some.
Look
it's-
at
it's like
this
the
ain't no
first half of a dog.
no. This, look,
Right.
this is the same camera we got at work back in Ohio, and this kind of stuff doesn't pop up on that, man. This ain't a glitch.
Well, I've sat in the woods coming up damn Kentucky Highway right there. That's how I have to pose to take the poop out in the woods. You just happen to catch somebody dropping one out in the woods, man.
No,
Ain't nothing to it.
I don't think your limbs can work that way. My limbs can't work that way.
I'm limber, Marshall.
That Rusty.
All right, now
have
I
not
gotta
yet
see.
met-
I gotta see this.
I ain't
Uh,
doing it in here. I won't touch that floor. Hell, got a dead
So-
guy on it.
The feller on the floor. What? His arms all bent up. What else does he look like? What's wrong?
It looks like maybe he might have gotten hit by a truck. Somebody took a baseball bat to him. He's got bruising all over, massive swelling. His eyes are swelling shut. and his left arm is snapped at the elbow with the bone sticking out, and it was bleeding profusely, but it's been bandaged now.
He's still conscious, man. What happened to you, boy?
He's just like mumbling basically.
That's unfortunate.
Who's not looking at the video? Who's actually in the diner still?
I'm still in the kitchen.
I'm with the victim.
I'm moving my way to go see the film picture thing.
Yeah, I want to see what they're all yelling about back there.
Ain't nothing back there. I glanced at it. It's just like somebody pooping in the woods.
Yeah, it looks.
My cameras aren't pointed at the woods. Somebody's pooping in my gas pumps.
I don't think this is someone pooping, guys.
What the hell?
Maybe the frames got messed up or something. Like
Yeah,
he's
this
facing
is-
that way 1 second, and then
It's
facing the other
video,
way.
isn't it? Is it in more than one frame?
That's
Yeah, it's
what I was
video,
going to
sir.
show you next.
Yeah.
You get the next frame up, and you see this. Well, first, let me give you some context. You see this creature, and his head is down over this man, and you see its head moving around like it's doing something.
That ain't someone pooping. In
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that ain't right.
No,
Sanity check.
That ain't right.
yeah, that. What the good god damn is that?
Rabies. I'm
That's
telling
like
you.
like a rat.
I'm telling
man.
you, rabies.
It's big. It's almost human sized.
Hell, Wally, it looks like your ex-old lady.
Them dull teeth must real hurt when they bite hard.
And you notice, well, it's black and white, but there's like some foam coming out of its mouth.
So ain't a possum. You ever get monkeys up here? Got pet monkeys? Go skate? Maybe?
And with that, there's a huge clap of thunder, and the power goes out.
Oh, hell.
I want everybody to make a power roll.
Pass.
Just let me know if you
Hard
fail.
pass.
I just need failures.
What if it's an extreme success?
That's what I got.
Rusty's the only one that
Am I the
failed.
only one to fail with a 97?
Rusty's afraid of the dark.
You're even more on edge now, especially with the realization of what we talked about before.
Bullshit, man. I ain't gonna sit in a damn dark room when you bunch of assholes go out to the... I'm gonna go out to my truck. I'm going to my truck.
You hear something bang off the glass. Of
I'm
Hey,
staying right here.
You
I ain't
don't
going
want to go
nowhere.
out there on your own with that thing out there.
You don't even know what that thing is, man. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
but
and I don't
glitching.
want to get to know
All right,
what it is.
all right. I got to see this. What are you guys talking about? Holy shit.
Well, I can't show you now. The power's off.
You see
Oh.
it after you look at it is when the power went out.
All right.
You saw that last image.
That's me.
I got power's out. Hold on. I got a procedure I have to follow because the grill's gas.
So just leave it on so we don't freeze in here, Wally.
Ain't gonna freeze.
I'm gonna
Not with
pull out my
gas on.
lighter and
What kind of
use
pussies
the
are
light
you?
from my lighter to
Man,
see around.
you know, all I
Everybody
got-
stay where you are because I don't want anybody tripping over anything and then suing me.
it ain't like a damn mansion in here. This little tiny bullshit
Ow.
diner.
There's a table here.
We got candles, folks.
Everybody make listen roll.
Pass.
Regular pass.
Yes.
Fail.
Nope.
I passed by 1 point.
Whoever passed, you hear a loud thud of steel on concrete. And it's coming from the back out by the dumpster.
Like somebody might have thrown you a dumpster back over, Wally.
You sharp. You said your dumpster was knocked over already, right?
And I ain't going out there. No
Can't
fucking
wind
way.
do that. Can't wind do that.
Not that big thing. No.
got anything in here to fight those things off?
I got a shotgun.
Chili. That stuff
Nah.
will run just about anybody off.
Before the lights went out,
Do you know, I'm starting to consider who I'm going to use this shotgun on, Rusty. If you don't shut up.
That's my bad. Wish you
Hey.
would.
damn.
I didn't hear nothing.
He's still going to charge you every last penny, Daryl. You don't get no discount for being a kiss ass.
When Yelp gets invented, you're going to get a mighty bad score. So we have those of us who are here to dine, and we have one man who is half conscious and bleeding out on the floor. How many
now this
vehicles
lady's
do we
passed out.
have?
Oh,
I want to know where this feller came from. Is there a truck
I'm
with
lighting the
on it?
candles, by the way.
All right, so you have candlelight in the diner now.
Hey,
Right.
can
So-
I just reach down and take this boy's wallet and see who he is? I ain't trying
Yeah.
to steal from him. I just want to check his ID, see if
Find out who he is.
Could we see where everyone's vehicles were while power was still on?
Yeah.
Through the, provided they weren't parked in back. So my rig would be,
If you do a head count, it's the 3 rigs from
Mhm.
Rusty, Daryl, and Marshall. Gator's little gremlin, and Doug does not have a vehicle.
No
And
vehicle.
Wally, you have your car, but parked around the back.
Greyhound's my vehicle.
So this guy just blew here? What the hell's going? I don't understand that. I understand that thing that we saw on the tape, but I think that was probably in my eye.
No, maybe he might have been chased by this thing, and that's just where it caught up to him from. His car might be down the road.
Do you think
what I
some
was
crazy
thinking.
monkey chased this poor fucker down the street in the rain and then broke his arm up and smashed his face and then
A
ran
gorilla.
away?
A gorilla.
Do they have albino gorillas?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know
there's a
what
circus.
I don't know what you guys been smoking, but that thing was not a gorilla. You guys seen the gorilla? That thing was not a fucking gorilla. Whatever you're smoking, I
Seen
want
a
some.
damn gorilla.
What are you guys talking about? Gorilla creature thing.
Man, the thing was on the fucking camera, man. It was like a naked mole rat man thing. I don't know.
Oh, so
Fucking-
you guys saw it? It
Yeah, we
got
saw
it on
it.
the video. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
all kinds of.
goddamn-
We only saw a little bit of blurry video, but it's all messed up. It's not
Goddamn.
right at all.
gorilla
What-
guy smoking crack or something.
Did
in
it
here.
just show one, or did it show a lot? Because when Rusty and I were outside, we saw it looked like there were a lot of eyes looking in at us from the wood line.
Clem, is your girlfriend okay? I'm going to lock all the doors, folks.
As you
Oh,
say
yeah.
that, you hear him say, "Bye, Darla," and he runs out the back door, and you see him tear out the back door and try and get into his car and drive away. And
Darla's
you look
paying.
at Darla's passed out on the floor like that.
Does he drive away?
Yep.
well,
You
that's
got
Son of a
Darla.
bitch.
that's
paying
the bold
attention?
strategy.
I'm locking the
See how it
door.
pans out.
And a gentle slap on Darla's face.
Get her some water.
Yeah. What
Get her
happened?
some water.
Oh my God! I dreamt that we saw some ugly creature. And she
Oh,
said,
honey, you didn't dream nothing.
Her Madonna lace bow is all off, askew to the side. Her
Sweetheart,
pot belly's sticking out of her crop top.
Darla, your asshole boyfriend just lit out of here because he's a coward. And
Yeah, he might have gone to get help.
Clem, that
You
piece
don't know.
of shit. He said he loved me. And
I'll
she
buy
starts
you a
crying.
piece of Wally's pie.
She's bawling, and then when you say pie, her eyes light up and look directly at yours. What kind of pie?
Apple pie.
I don't like
Oh.
apple pie.
Sorry,
What
I
kind
ate
of-
the last piece of pie.
What kind of
Pecan.
pie do you like? Pecan.
pie
It's
with
not the right
triple-
time of year for pecan pie.
with triple whipped cream.
Oh,
And she
Don't
starts
have that.
crying again.
look, Question. I have a generator that's been running to make sure that my freezer doesn't go out. Is my power running on that? Is the generator still running?
So you can turn the generator on, but it's outside.
I don't want to lose any more. I also want to do this. I want to look out the windows and see if there's any other buildings anywhere nearby. I know we're kind of isolated, but maybe I could see lights. I want to see if everybody's lights are out.
There's nothing within visual distance of you. A couple miles.
Hey, innkeeper, try the phone. See if the phone works.
Well, yeah. The phone went out earlier, I think. Hold on.
Could have
It's
been.
out, huh?
The
Nothing.
phone is out. You know, the generator, if it's powered back up, it'll keep your 2 walk-ins cold, and it'll give you a little emergency lights. And
All
you
right.
can plug the radio into that also.
Well, I'm going to have to do that. So y'all wait here.
I can give you a hand, Wally, if you need.
Well, I'm not sure I need a hand. Just hold the door for me. 'Cause
Sure.
If I see a naked mole rat, man, I'm running like hell to get back in here.
Well, yeah, and we can hold a light for you too.
But I swear to God, I ain't going to lose another $10,000 worth of food over a power outage.
That's right. Although it's pretty damn cold. You might be all right for a little while, but I don't want to sit here in the cold.
All right. So I'm going to go to the back door and
Can I get a flashlight and assist?
sure.
All right, so who's going outside?
After I
I'm going
fold
out
up,
first. Yeah.
I'll double fold the pillow for the victim and make sure he's got covers on, and I tell him I'll be right back. I go on over and help.
So the 3 of you head outside. Wally swings the door open, and all of the garbage that you've been dumping from the cooler that went down yesterday is everywhere. Everywhere. Make a spot hidden with a bonus die because it's your stuff.
Well, I got an 09.
Man, you got possums.
All the meat bags that you threw out first are there, untouched, but everything else has been ripped open.
Oh my God, they're vegetarians.
That's
The
dark.
horror.
All right. Oh well,
Any
I got to get to the
footprints?
generator.
Is this
In the mud
covered
and
at
rain?
all, or is it just pouring down?
Pouring down rain, thunder and lightning. It's cold.
All right. Can I get to the generator and get it going?
Yeah, get to the generator, you start it up, and it goes on, and it's enough power, like I said, to run your 2 coolers, give you the little tiny emergency lights by the front and back entrance, and there's 1 plug that you could plug something in if you want to put the radio.
Well, the radio outside in the rain.
No, the generator's outside. It's powering up inside. and you
Oh,
have
so
to
there's
hook
okay.
like an extension
All right,
cord.
let's get inside. I want to lock these doors. If there's some strange animal out there, or
The 2 cooler lights are working inside. You got 1 light in each. Two little emergency lights by the front and back door, and that 1 extension cord that you could plug whatever in.
all right. I'm gonna plug the radio in here because I don't know. They'll see what the storm warnings are right now. See when this is gonna end.
Did we find a wallet?
A wallet?
Yes, the gentleman's name.
on the victim.
Yes, his name is
Can we get his name?
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles Douglas, and he lives in Ohio, a couple towns away.
Douglas, eh?
Yep. You also
Douglas.
find there's a photograph of him, what you assume to be a wife, and maybe a 4 or 5-year-old girl.
All right, folks.
Stay with us.
Darla, you sit over here. Honey, I'll get you something to eat.
She's going to town on the pie.
Do you like? Okay. She went for the apple pie. Good girl.
Man,
Any indication of Charles Douglas's affiliations? Does he have a Kiwanis card? Does he have a shop card from his factory's union? Does he have any employment information?
No, it just has his driver's license, which has his home address and his name, a photo of him, his wife, and his kid, and like $28 in cash, small bills. No
And
car,
there's no vehicle that brought him here.
no, but he does have car keys in his pocket, and he's soaking wet.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
most
he
of
was
us are at this
probably
point.
chased. Yeah, he was chased. His car's probably not too far.
You think his car broke down and he was walking?
Could be.
Probably.
Man, fuck this. Open the door, Wally. I'm gonna go to my truck.
I wouldn't go out there.
Well, ain't you? Just open the door so I can go to my truck. I just want to lay down a minute.
You want to go lay down?
In my sleeper in my truck?
It's your life.
It's my truck.
All right. I ain't gonna stop you.
You live upstairs, Wally?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be safe if we all moved up there?
I don't know. This place is half made out of metal. Up there, it's not.
Yeah, but there's an entire window made of glass right over there in that entire wall.
Well, I mean,
I don't want you people to see my private living area.
Yeah, fair enough.
that makes me concerned. But you know, what are we? We're not talking about.
I
All right,
understand.
I'm locking the door for Rusty.
It's his fortress of solitude, you know.
All right, Rusty.
Yeah, just eat your fries, Marshall.
All right, Rusty, you can go.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Wally. I'll be right out there. You'll see me.
Make a spot hidden.
Who? Him or me?
Rusty, sorry.
Well, right, we can't watch him now. We don't have any.
You got no lights up front. You ain't lit the place up. You're just back in the back with your power magic. Your power magic shit. A spot.
It's a sure dark time to go outside, Rusty, you moron.
13. That's a pass.
I,
I'll spend a luck and make it hard.
you get outside and you look up and you see at least a dozen pair of eyes just at the tree line, intently watching what's going
But
on.
my truck is not near that tree line.
Nope, but you see them as soon as you come out. Just
I want to. I'm gonna scoot. I'm gonna kind of edge to my truck.
All right.
Can I see my truck pretty good from here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And is it lit up enough to see my truck from here?
I mean, it's the lights on the gas pumps aren't on. He only has power for the two.
For
Wouldn't
the
it-
love of Christ, do I
wouldn't it be-
see what I need to see on
Yes.
my truck?
Yes.
Christ.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Absolutely.
It's your story.
No, I didn't know what you were
The least
getting
you can
at.
do is fucking remember it.
I didn't know what you were getting at. Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I can see something on my truck. Good.
Yep.
Ain't none of y'all heard that. Sorry it had to go that way.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
like being violently fucking obvious.
The things you do for titties on mud flaps.
Exactly. It's a naked lady and she's posing, and I like to call it truck art.
Do not forget truck nuts,
Indeed.
which
Now I'm
are.
gonna slide. Now that I can see what I was looking for,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of slide my way back to the door and bang on it. Say, Wally, open the damn door. Open it up.
A cacophony of these inhumane howls start
Open the damn door,
All
Wally.
right, come on in.
to go off. Make a sanity check.
You're like a cat. You in or out.
That's 99.
Oh,
Just-
Jesus.
Just take 1 point if you fail, 0 if you
Right.
you pass.
Great time of day. You should have seen them, Wally. There's 1,200 eyes out there. That means there's like 600 animals.
I'll get my shotgun.
All right.
Took me a minute.
Well, I'm
Right,
glad you got
so
a
I'm,
shotgun, Wally. So hold on. I'm sorry. Wally, you get your shotgun ready. Rusty, what? What color are these eyes you keep seeing in the woods?
They bright.
Yeah, they're
Are
like
they
reflect.
bright red? They bright
No,
orange?
It all
like
depends on where the light hits them, really, and then they change like magic.
Are they far apart? Are they close together? Are they
Well, hell,
high up? Are they low down?
I don't know how they're paired off. I mean, I saw damn 24 eyes out there. I don't know which two go together. Marshall, goddamn.
If they come
no
in pairs, you're looking at pairs,
I ain't
right?
no
You're not looking at
animalologist
two
or
blue
whatever the
over
hell you
here
call 'em.
and were I on a jury, my good man, you would not be a reliable witness as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I'd like to know where the light in their eyes is coming from.
Well, the cat, you know how it works with cats, right?
Right.
All the light that goes in bounces right the back out because they're
Right.
crazy. They're nocturnal monsters.
Well, what
Why are we
light?
talking about cats? It seems like there's much more important things to be discussing. I don't want to know about cat eyes.
There's more important things than
I'm
the
freaking
things that
out
are
over
staring
here,
at
man.
us
You
in
know
the
what?
woods. There's
gonna
things
go-
that are staring at us in the woods.
Look,
What
everybody
run
the
just
hell is that ambulance?
look
I
up.
run out over to my my coat and
Why
pull
don't
out my
you
little
gotta
brown bag, and I start opening it up. And I
Just
pull out
everybody
some
calm
weed
down.
and
Ain't
just
you got a
start
CB
rolling
in
up
here, Wally?
some marijuana.
Well, that's
Everybody
rude.
calm down.
Everybody's about to calm down, Wally. He done lit up something special.
How's the fellow on the floor doing?
Gator, you can't smoke in here.
No
He's-
shit. Hand me that.
Not
Let me
that
show you
stuff.
how it's done.
Here you go, Rusty. Yeah.
How is the guy on the floor doing?
he's looking bad, very bad. Doug, you've seen this before. You think he's got minutes, maybe an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, I
Oh,
look. Yeah,
Mister, what is it that attacked you? Can you tell us?
He can. He's just mumbling. Like picture somebody that's been through hell and you're trying to question him, and he's just
Mister, did they stop your car? Yes or no? You can just blink or gargle, whatever.
hey, Daryl, you want to hit?
Were you alone, sir? Were you alone?
He just can get the word out. Hit.
Yeah, that's all we got. Should we be worried about your family, sir? You can blink.
You see tears start to roll down his eyes, and he
Man.
starts to go into convulsions.
Yeah, it's probably end of the road for him, man. Sorry, bud. Oh
Do you-
yay, oh yay, and ashes to dust, Mr. Douglas.
Sir, are there children in the vehicle?
He's convulsing. He had a mild seizure.
Well,
Where's
I
that
can't
goddamn
say.
ambulance.
He's
yeah. I'm trying to
Marshall,
hold him
yo.
down so he doesn't hurt himself further.
He's very still after maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes pass. And he goes very still with very, very shallow breathing.
He might be going into a coma.
He'd probably talk crazy right now. Like, even if he's answering anything, he's probably crazy out of his mind right now.
Well, you know perfectly well he ain't got a car here, so he ran from somewhere in this shit rain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So if that ambulance doesn't get here in the next 5 minutes, he's not going to make it.
Wally, ain't you guys CB radio?
No. Why would I have a CB radio in my?
Because your damn truck stopped, Wally, and in a minute, that's kind of an important piece of equipment.
Do you have a CB radio in your
Damn
truck?
right, I got a CB radio in my truck. Every swinging dick out here got a swinging CB radio in their truck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Wally.
got a CB radio in my truck. I ain't got one in my coffee shop.
Because I figured the way you came running in from your
Not
truck,
moving.
you ain't gonna want to go back out there again.
I ain't coming back out there. I was going to get to my truck, and that's what I was going to do is use my CB radio because everybody knows when the slippery weasel calls on, they're going to answer.
Now you hear those howls again, but it's almost as if one howls and one farther down the road howls and one farther down until it almost goes out of earshot for you.
Anything on the radio?
Flash flood warnings, multiple rolling power outages, unsafe road conditions. If you do not need to be out, do not go out. It's not a state of emergency, but the governor has been called. It'll definitely be a county emergency at the very least.
All right.
Freezing rain is coming in from Canada. Should be here in the next 24 to 48 hours. Stay indoors.
Damn Canadians.
All right. I don't think there's anything we can do but sit here. There's coffee.
Now, unless you guys want to do anything for the next half hour, 45 minutes, let me know.
I'm just
Well-
Rusty, just finishing off my little ganja there, and yeah, we're pretty mellow now.
I don't think that ambulance is coming.
I'll stay with
Not
Charles
anytime soon.
until the end.
That cacophony
Until the end.
of howls starts up again outside.
Wally, I think you need to keep both pots of coffee on, and I know this is your place, and you're probably in Hawk and whatever, but if we can do anything to like move these benches to the windows.
Oh, they're pretty much cemented down. Any of you guys like to go hunting?
I'm a hunting man.
Haunted.
Because I got the shotgun, but it's only for pointing at people who are trying to rob me. You want to take this just in case?
Oh, yeah, I'll get, I mean,
How thick's the glass?
It's just glass.
Got any sharp knives back
Damn.
there, Wally?
Got lots of sharp knives. Got a cleaver.
I used to be a pretty good pitcher in my little league. I could throw some knives at him.
I
anyway,
want you to throw my good cooking knives at anybody.
Well, if it means a good cooking knife and one of them monkey things coming in here, what would you prefer?
Considering what you smell like, I don't necessarily want you throwing anything, let alone sharp objects.
Man,
Yeah, let's just deal with it when the time comes.
I got a great.
Everybody make spot hidden rolls.
Spot.
Fail.
Oh,
let's roll tonight.
Success.
I got a hard.
Who succeeded?
I got an 04.
I succeeded.
You guys happen to notice some movement out by the pumps, but it's very dark out there. Hard or extreme?
Hard.
You see a group of those creatures out by the pumps, and they all start to howl and look into the window and take off running.
I don't know if this is the weed talking, but I think we got company.
No, we got company.
I want everybody to make power rolls. Tell me if you fail only.
I fail.
Fail.
Anybody else? All right, so I'll message you guys. Anybody just now, what do? You saw that.
I'm gonna kneel down by Mr. Douglas down here. And now, is he feeling like he's done passed over and been gone to the Lord now?
Yep.
So he's gone.
Correct.
He's gone, man. I'm just gonna sit there because I feel kind of bad because it might, it may be, but I ain't saying it was, but I'm saying it may be. And so I'm just gonna say a little something. I'm kneel down and say, "Do not let your heart be troubled," because you believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. That's what I'm saying here. Really, is where I'm going. And if that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you, Charles Douglas? And because I feel bad, and if he goes and prepares this place for you, Charlie, yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna take you, and you're gonna be with him. So you go on with the Lord now, and I'm gonna pet him on his head, just light, in case he tries to bite me or whatever, because I ain't real comfortable around dead folks, and I'm gonna get real close, but not close enough to where he could bite me if he comes up. I'm gonna say, "Sorry," and that's it. And I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna go back to my coffee. It's getting cold because we ain't got no power.
Everybody make listen rolls. I just want to know who has the best roll.
That's a 58. Not impressive.
17.
17. Anybody beat that? You swear you hear crying outside. Not like a kid crying, like a moan or a pain, but this doesn't sound like the creatures. This sounds like a person.
Hey,
Like-
guys,
like
Now,
guys,
when
guys,
Wally?
Oh, right.
guys, again, I don't know if this is the weed talking, but I think someone's hurt out there. I can hear like crying or moaning, or someone's in pain or something.
Why don't you take a flashlight and look?
Hold off on the flashlight idea. I'm gonna go. You see the corner over there? The corner of the window. I'm just gonna peek out the corner of the window. See if I
Make
can
a
see anything.
spot hidden roll.
It's that asshole goth. You know it is.
I don't see shit out there. It's dark and rainy. I see dark and rainy. You might try the flashlight. Of course. Spotlights.
Do I understand that Wally does have a rifle?
The
That he does
shotgun.
not. I knew you had a shotgun. I thought you might have a rifle too, because you
No.
asked if somebody had better skills.
I just wanted to know if you know how to shoot.
And everybody can shoot a shotgun. And you
Yeah.
point it and you squeeze the trigger.
I'm not comfortable firing a gun.
I'll take it. Do you think I'll see better upstairs?
I don't know. It's pitch black outside. There's a
So
storm.
dark.
There's
Did
no
you use a
lights.
I mean,
flashlight to look out there?
we'd be looking at their light. We'd be looking at their weird eyes, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
see them out in the distance. Does anybody flash the flashlight out there?
We had discussed it and not yet determined.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take, if Wally accepts it, I'm gonna take his shotgun upstairs where they can't just jump me when I shoot. I'm gonna look for the first pair of bright eyes and pop it and see if they run off, because they're just big possums, right? Or something.
Do you see my private message, Jason?
ROUSs.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
believe in
yeah.
that.
You're-
That's just the story.
So
Well, I
you're-
ain't gonna.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you, Marshall.
That's what I'd like to try. Just to find open a window, small amount, dark rain, see eyes, and just fire at them eyes.
Don't you be looking at my magazines.
So you climb up and you throw up the window. You lean
Just
out,
2 inches, 3
Right.
inches.
and you can make out in the rain and everything. It's really hard to see, but you know they're so white. Their skin is so white that they actually stand out, and you can see a few of them. But it's
Are
a pretty
they-
good distance.
Are they at the edge of the? So you've got the gas station,
Then
the
you got a
road,
2-lane
and-
highway, and then trees.
and they're in the trees.
Correct. Right at the tree line, almost like they're
So-
not even hiding.
So how far out would that be?
It would be a really good distance for a shotgun, man.
Yeah, that would be actually. That's
Unless you're
60
dealing with slug
feet
or
or something.
buckshot.
Are the gas tanks from the gas station underneath the restaurant or right next to the restaurant by any chance?
It's
Right in front of.
front. Yeah.
Oh, so the gas tanks are probably going to be butted up right next to the foundation of this restaurant.
They would be underground.
Oh yeah, they'd be underground, but they would go up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's usually 3 entrance tubes, and they're usually they're a minimum of some distance from.
Yeah. Yeah. There's 2 diesel pumps and 2 gasoline pumps. I don't know
So-
the
so right-
mechanics past that.
Right next to our building, so that's important to note.
But regarding my taking a pot shot at a
You would need a
ghoulish
harder
creature in the
straight-
dark, I would probably at least smack one of them with shot,
You think so? Like I said, it's raining.
I mean, it's raining really hard too. It's true.
It's worth a shot, pun intended.
All right. So I have to aim a little bit high just to compensate for the fact that I'm going 60 plus feet
Yep.
through rain.
And wind.
But it's a bunch of creeps in the dark. So if I hit one of them and it scares them away, because that's my goal. I just want to scare them away. I just want to see the sun come up.
Or the noise.
Yeah, the noise. Well, again, the rain sucks for that too. Well, my 27 roll.
Is that a hard?
It is merely a success.
All right. So you take aim and you pull off the shot. The loud shotgun echoes through the night, and you hear like a whelp almost. And then you hear all of them at once barking. It's not a bark. It's just like a wail. A wail. That's the perfect word for it. And in unison, they all make the same sound. And it just shakes every one of you to your core.
Sand checks?
That's
Yes.
weird.
And it's not that's nothing you've ever heard in your life.
Nope. Fail.
Did somebody click out? No.
If you fail, just take 1 point. But it's all this stress is building. It's getting to you. You guys are in a diner. It's got to be almost 2 o'clock in the morning at this point, and there's more movement by the gas pumps again.
Gator, you said you've heard someone scream or yell out in pain outside?
I poke my head in from kind of around near the bathrooms, and I go, yeah, no, I heard some like whimpering, like some moaning or something. It wasn't the creatures though. It was human.
Yeah, we need to go out there and get them in. This is not a good place to leave them out. I'll go with you.
That's it's a great idea, but I'm gonna say, hell the fucking no! I ain't going out there. You couldn't pay me to go out there.
I don't see anyone out there. I mean, we have yet to try the flashlight, but
Try the fucking flashlight.
Yeah, in the direction of where you heard that. I mean, if it's just around the corner or just at our door, we can't leave them out there.
Hand me the flashlight.
yeah.
And, someone will give me the flashlight, and I'll point it in the direction that I think I heard the moaning coming from.
I'll be looking too.
You see a leg with a boot on it sticking out, like if somebody's propped up against the pump and they're on the opposite side, and you just see a leg sticking out.
Man, are these creatures like finding people and dragging them here and putting them out as bait?
Bait. Sounds like bait.
Yeah, they're trying to bait us out there.
Well, they didn't do anything earlier
Well,
when I went out there with
creepy.
Rusty. Rusty and I went out and got him back, and you helped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
but
did
they also
something to
weren't-
that guy.
They
Marshall,
also
make
weren't running around the.
spot hidden with a bonus dice.
And there weren't 50 of them out there.
Well, look, if you and Daryl want to go out there, Doug, that's fine by me. But I'm gonna sit tight here.
I need one person to go with me. I can't do this by myself. We can't let a
Fine.
living person
Come on,
fail.
Doug. We'll go back again. We done saved one. We'll save another one.
All right. Hey,
What'd you get, Marshall?
I got a 27 with the bonus die.
All right, you
So that's a
see
success normal.
what you could only you figure might be the alpha of this pack comes stomping up, and this thing looks like it's ripped and like it's big, and it looks up at you in the window, and it howls, and it looks at something, and it howls again, and it almost rears up, and it's like hands are bright white, and there's blood on them.
How long does it take to reload this?
You could just pump it.
Right. So that I'll make that shot, of course. Ooh, 29. Pretty good.
That's a success, correct?
It's a normal success, but
You hit this thing.
he
and
did
hits it in what you would call a shoulder, and it lets out this inhuman howl, this pained scream, and then almost like if it's a recording, all the other ones mimic it. They're higher and lower pitch, and now you can all make out definite male and female vocals, and maybe even children vocals or young vocals of their pups, and they all howl at the same time, and it turns and takes off like a bat out of hell into the woods, faster than you've ever seen any animal run in its life,
So it fled super fast,
like lightning.
but I did see it. I did see it be injured and make a noise.
You make, I'll give it to you. When you hit it, an orangish foam came out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna close the window and go downstairs to
Everybody
talk to
can
my
make,
friends.
an intelligence check.
Just regular pass.
The wounds of the first victim were coated in an orange,
Right.
something orange. It's the best you can make out.
Right. So it bellowed. Did it show a orangey spittle, sputum, foam?
It might have, but it was so far away, and with the rain,
Sure, it's
and at
very
night,
dark, and
but
the
you definitely
shots
caught,
looked orange.
you definitely caught orange.
Yeah.
It might have also done that, but you, with the shock of everything that's going on,
Yeah.
you're not really sure.
Wally, how much more ammunition do you have for this thing?
I got a box of ammunition.
Okay.
Hold on,
All
I'll
right,
get it.
so, yeah. We're gonna need this place is all glass, and there's so many of those things. And I just shot one. I
You all
didn't care
hear
that much.
a moan coming from outside, and you hear Darla say, Clem, is that you? And she's gonna make a break for the door, unless somebody wants to stop her.
Honey, don't go out there.
Now, is this the same door me and Doug are going out to go pick up this guy sitting at the pump?
Correct.
So she done blasted past
Well,
us.
If you want to stop her.
We were already hounding out the door.
Right, she's running towards the door. You two are standing in front of it.
It's like
And if
stopping
I
a
have
charging
presence-
elephant.
if I have a presence of mind of what she's trying to do, I'll try to stop her. But if I'm just focusing out, she's
That's
probably
up,
just.
It's up to you.
I ain't
She,
stopping her.
she yelled at us out. You guys look, and you see her making a beeline for the door. You could do
Yeah, I'll
whatever
put my
you
arm
want.
out to try to say, "Hey, don't." That's
Make
death.
us a strength check.
Pass. Regular pass.
What'd you get?
47.
All right, you got her. She runs into you, and it's like, she got some heft to her, but she bangs you up against the door, and she's like, Clem, honey, I'm coming for you, baby. Clem.
They're all out there. They're all out there. It's
Clem?
nuts.
Clem drove away in his car.
I know my Clem. I know it. That's him. I heard him.
Well, I'll go out there and get him. I'm just gonna come on. Let's go, Doug.
All right, here. Let's do this together, not rash.
Right, you got it. Together, like not rash. Here we go.
I think after shooting him's the best time to do that. So
Yeah.
you might want to hurry up.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Time's a wasting.
We
All right,
can't sit here and talk about it all day, Daryl. We're trying to get the hell out to the pumps.
Doug and Rusty, you're heading out to the pumps. You're at the first set of pumps. He's at the second set, and you see a few of them slowly lurching out of the woods, staring at you guys.
Okay. I reach in my coat and I pull out a 38 revolver.
They don't have any reaction.
I just keep it at the ready as we go forward.
You take a step, they take a step.
Which one of us is closer? Like if
You
we
guys
take
don't-
5 steps and they take 5 steps, are we closer to the body?
You're way closer. They
Ah.
still have they're almost to the yellow dividing lines of the road.
All right, cover me, Doug. I'll try to scoop this dude up and fireman carry him back in. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Make
I'll
a strength check.
One arm. I'll lend one arm on underneath the other arm while I keep my right with the 38.
Oh, 44 on 65.
You get him up over you. You don't even need Doug. You get him up over your shoulder, and you see the creatures that are on the line. They start like making this hacking noise, hacking sound, and you see this bubbling orange stuff start dripping out of their mouths, and they're going like this at you. You see the foam splashing 2-3 feet in front of them.
Okay, let's go back to the restaurant.
And as you guys start moving back, they start coming up a little bit quicker with the foam splashing out, almost splashing at your feet. And they're whimpering.
When one gets to 25 feet or so, I'll put a round right into it.
Roll.
15. Boom. That's hard. That is actually better than hard. That's
Want to
better
spend
than
a couple luck points and have an extreme?
No, I think he's saying it's extreme.
Actually, it is extreme.
Oh, it is extreme. All right,
Heard
sorry.
extreme. Sorry.
You pull your snub nose 38 out and you take aim like you have many times before, and you pull one right between its eyes. It drops.
And I continue retiring with Rusty.
All right, you guys start pulling back. The other ones freeze in their place, and then they start howling. Like a sad, like, howl, like a moan. What are you guys doing? You're at the doorway.
I think he's froze up. You can't freeze up right now, Doug. There you go. Come on. Don't freeze up. Now we're getting inside, man. We're trying to get inside.
This girl just pushes into you guys. Oh my God, my baby! She's trying to like check them, and she's in the way. You're trying to get through the door. She's standing in the door.
Is it Clem?
Move, Madonna.
It's Clem. Yeah, Madonna, Cyndi Lauper.
Yee.
And she starts kissing him on his face, and she comes back, and she's got orange foam on her face now.
Now, is he alive? Can we check him, see if he's alive?
He's unconscious and severely wounded. He looks like everybody make a smarts roll.
A
Nope.
what roll?
It's one of those where
sorry.
you know stuff.
Intelligence.
Yeah,
Smart.
Smart.
That's so quaint. What's that? Is that
Pass.
that's from
That's
Savage Worlds rules. I play that too. So
it's,
Wow.
that's also how it works in
that's a hard from me. I'm smart.
5. You see, you know he went through the windshield of a car. There's bits of broken glass all embedded in his face. His eyes are swollen shut. More than likely has a concussion. A huge chunk of flesh is missing. You could see his skull. And he's orange on his face.
They stopped his car.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, they should make a law about that.
Yeah.
Oh, Clemmy. And she's bawling. She's on him, pushing you guys out the way. Help him. Grabs one of you guys by the lapel, starts shaking you.
Let me go! Damn it, woman. You don't want to be
There.
kissing him all the green, yellow, orangey crap stuff there, man. You keep getting
Gator, make a power roll.
Okay.
Who? Which one?
That's a foul. That's a big foul.
Al, dude, you've had enough of this shit. Your grandmother just died. You want to smack the shit out of her.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to smack her, but play it out however you want. You're fucking done with this bullshit.
I'm gonna push her very forcefully, like, off me. Don't touch me with that stuff. You're orange from the. Are you crazy, you dumb bitch? Just
Oh my
all
God.
this
She
shit
goes
is going.
stumbling, hits a chair, and goes fucking tits up. Falls flat on her ass. She's screaming. Everybody make power rolls.
I'm trying to wipe if I've got any orange stuff on me from her. I'm trying to just get it off me, and I run off to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm using the water and the soap to.
Hey. You all right? What was
Who
that all
fell?
about?
No willpower success.
I passed. I got a
I
hard.
passed.
Everybody passed?
Can I spend one
Yeah.
luck to pass?
Nah, you
I
you
failed.
Failed
dude,
by one.
this guy just laid hands on a woman. You fucking getting flashbacks at this point. You need a drink desperately.
Yeah.
You've had it too.
Hey, leave her alone. I mean, she's going through it too.
Fuck you, I can take care of myself, you stupid baby killer.
Teh, you don't know what you're talking about. Just don't get all pushy. We can get through this. We just need to keep our calm.
Alright, what's everybody else doing?
I'm in the
Like I said,
kitchen.
I'm in the bathroom washing myself.
Alright,
I'm
I'm
in the
I'm back
kitchen
in the
with my
window.
big cleaver.
you're looking out the window?
I'm sitting
Yep,
in a booth.
I'm back at the corner of the window, looking out.
Alright, you're sitting in the booth.
I'm in the
I
booth
got-
looking out at my truck, just
I
staring
got-
at my truck.
Alright, Doug?
Am I the only one on the second floor?
Correct.
Hmm
Oh.
How are things looking in terms of light moving?
Alright, you're looking out the window and you see tons of these creatures coming out, and they're all inquisitively looking, trying to look in the windows. They're not up to the windows, but they're around the gas pump. Looks like they might be around the back also, but you're not 100% sure.
So can I
Is
get a good look at? Can I get a good look at these?
Yeah, just those two photos I showed you. I could bring it back up if you want.
No.
No?
No.
Alright.
They're monsters. How's reloading for me with all these preparations?
Oh, you're fine. You have a couple shells in your pocket, and I don't know how many pump shotgun will hold. So
Yeah, it's just
For self,
it's one and one, right?
Daryl will know.
It would, if it's a
Well, out
double
of-
barrel, that's 2, but a pump can go 5, 8. It depends what type.
Oh,
let's say
Yeah.
it was 8.
pumps usually holds five in the tube
Mm-hmm.
typically.
So you
It
got
also
3.
depends on how long the shells are.
Let's say you have 3 shots left in the gun, and you got 3 more in your pocket that you picked up before you went upstairs.
yeah.
And
so-
boxes of shells usually are like 25 shells.
You got plenty.
So
yeah,
what do
so
you
I'm
guys
I'm
do?
gonna keep popping away at weird pairs of bright colored eyes.
All right, now around in the front, some are sheltered by the overhang, but you see what seems to be some that look like women. They have breasts, or females. Then you see some real small ones, and you see a couple big, like alpha looking ones. What do you do? What do you aim at?
Their approach is similar, but they just have different morphologies. Like it's like, are they zombie-ish? Are you saying?
No. That they're white-skinned, quasi-humanoid creatures.
Furry creatures with terrible faces.
No fur. They're just pure smooth white,
Okay.
and they're just happen to notice that some look like they have breasts, and then there's some very smaller ones, but they're all just kind of like creeping up around, and they all have this like quizzical look on their faces, and you see them, and they're all and now you see the adults all have that foam coming out their mouth. They're going to
Right.
be at the windows. You think they'll be at the windows very soon.
Well,
Anybody else?
let's play the game of orange slime. Most orange slime gets the most shots. That seems fair.
You're going to shoot?
Orange slime creatures, yes.
All right. So you hear shotgun blasts coming from upstairs. You guys look and you see these things within 10 feet of the window.
Shit!
Make a roll.
Everyone that sees it.
Yeah, you guys see all these figures now around the glass in like a semicircle around the building.
For sand, that's fail.
Can I see them through the bathroom window? Is there?
It's like that bathroom glass. You could open the window. You know, you can't see in because it's a bathroom. It's like that tinted glass, frosted.
Right, sorry.
It's yeah, texture.
So I can't see them.
It's like that big. You could open it if you want. What'd you get on your shot?
I rolled a 15.
You blast another one, man, and it hits the ground screaming and twitching, and it's orange covered, and they all scream out again.
But they're not like afraid anymore of being shot at.
Nope.
They're creeping up. They're real close.
Yeah.
In fact, you see other creatures run over to the one you shot, and they're all vomiting this orange foam on top of it.
All right. Well, I will,
Like trying to heal it?
reload while I watch what happens with that.
Okay.
That seems important.
What are you guys doing downstairs? You heard a gunshot, another shotgun blast, and right after the shotgun blast, what do?
Do we see the creature that got hit and what the other creatures are doing to it?
You could run to the window and you see a bunch of creatures around another creature on the floor, and they're all expelling this orange foam on top of it.
Does it look like they're trying to heal it or trying to consume it?
They're just vomiting orange foam. You could take it as you wish.
Did Charles have teeth marks and gore marks, or was it?
No teeth marks, no gore marks, just glass and broken ribs
And the orange goo was around the areas that were injured.
Yep. And so was on the other creature. The other victim.
Subject, yeah.
So they may not be consuming them. Huh. Still, yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Holy crap. Yeah, I go farther back into the restaurant away from the window.
What is everybody else doing?
Has Charles got a jacket on? Does he got a coat or a jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing's probably covered in blood, right?
Yep.
All covered and nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try something, man. Let's take that jacket off and see if that's what these things just want. Maybe they're just a little hungry to come to the diner just like we did. Get hungry, you go to the diner to eat. So maybe if we feed them, they'll go away.
I'm grabbing my jacket and I'm barricading myself inside the refrigerator.
That's why I didn't ask you what you were doing, because I read your message.
I just want let's just see, man, because if we, to be honest with you, if we could feed him this one guy and get rid of him.
Nobody's feeding Clem to those monsters.
I ain't talking about Clem. I'm talking about Charles Douglas.
Charles isn't with us anymore.
Charles gone. Ain't no ambulance in the world gonna bring him back.
I'm still in the bathroom.
Yep. And as you guys are talking, you see these creatures up against the glass, and they're rubbing their faces against the glass, and they're leaving these hideous orange streaks.
By this time, I'm definitely hiding behind the counter.
All right. What else?
I like your idea, Rusty, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to open that door to put the body out there.
Man, you guys really make it hard for somebody to just feed a creature that we don't understand. Yeah.
I'm going to fire again, assuming that I'm saying approachers. I'm going to look for I'm going to choose the largest ones.
All right, roll.
62 is a failure.
What question for the keeper, or
20
maybe
is a
more?
success.
So you took 2 shots, 1 fail, 1 success? Okay, I'll give it. What was the question?
Or for Wally, the doors were locked back up when we came in. Are they chained up so we can't willingly go out? So if Wally's in the freezer, he's got the keys, so we can't get out either?
No, you've already sort of taken over that. You guys opened and closed the doors and going in and out so many times. I've got the keys, but they're not locked.
It's
Got
one
it.
of those flip locks,
Yeah.
those little
The
silver.
flip lock.
Okay.
You hear another two echoing gun reports. One of them is hit, one of them isn't, and they're looking up, and they're like kind of teetering back and forth on their four hunches, and they're howling, and they're spewing this foam, for lack of a better, slimy foam.
Does the orange stuff come out of their mouths?
Correct.
Does it jets out?
Pretty much like projectile vomiting, but it's foamy, so it bubbles up and around, and they're so white it's staining their skin.
Very grotesque.
You gonna throw this dude out there and just let him eat or what? Nobody? Anybody?
How are they far away from the door? Do we have like 20 or 30 feet between them and the door?
Nope.
They're at the
How
They're
window.
up
far
against
are
the
they?
window.
Like how
They're
close?
against the glass.
But they're not at the door.
Yeah,
There's
no
like
way in hell.
5 feet of distance.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it fast enough.
In fact, it's almost like the glass is kind of perplexing them a little bit. Like they're bunk, like a dog running into a glass door.
Can we go to the other door and put the body out there? And then make noise to attract them?
You can go to the back door. The back door is a wooden wall with a glass half door. Like not half
Okay.
door, but metal bottom with the glass on the top you could push out.
You want to try that, Rusty?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Tom, you saw the private message? All right, so you guys head to the back door. You
We're
drag
dragging that
his
body. Yeah,
Okay.
we're dragging him on out of
What
there.
are you doing?
We're going to feed them and maybe they'll go away. What do you do when you go to a diner? You eat and then you go away. Maybe we can do the same thing with these. Feed them. Now go to hell away.
That ain't right.
Look, man, we ain't gonna sit here all night with a dead body.
That's preferable to. What about his family? What if they want to put him to rest or something?
I'm opening the door.
All right, you open the door
Yeah.
and you toss the body out. You see about 7 or 8 of these creatures around the back. When they look at the body, they all run over to it and they start vomiting this orange, but they only do it for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. They look at each other, look back at the body, look up, and wail again, like this, the same sound you heard when they got shot.
Huh. I was like, well, first we should close that door right away.
And as you close it, the orange shit hits the glass and starts dripping down.
Oh, ambulance is almost here.
Sorry.
I think that was the howl of one of those things.
Yeah, me too.
That was an inhuman sound.
Doug, I don't think it was him they want. And I don't think it's that other one they want.
I'm gonna stick my head back out of the freezer or the refrigerator and say, guys, I just had a weird thought. I said,
Yeah, you're not the only one. These guys just threw a body out.
I said, I don't know if this means anything, but Lurleen, when she called in, she said there was a problem on her family's farm, that the pumpkin patches were all completely destroyed. And I just sort of pointed that orange goo. That's like the same color as the pumpkin.
Huh. And these creatures yelled out in almost pain when they found out that the body was dead, not alive.
Maybe they only like to eat living, struggling food. I don't know. This whole thing is insane. Anybody want to join me in the refrigerator?
None of the bodies.
I might take you up on that offer. Oh, the freezer's pretty strong. It froze him.
Who's frozen? Oh,
There he's come. Come on there, Doug.
So what do you guys do?
Well, they didn't want to help. They didn't want to eat none of them. If they just throwing up pumpkin all over everybody.
Almost wondering if they're trying to heal. None of the victims have had teeth gore marks, or their flesh isn't being eroded by an acidic stomach acid.
You hear Clem start making some painful sounds.
why don't you see if Clem heals them? I mean, if they heal Clem. Smear some of that orange shit on him.
Well, if you go over and investigate, Clem is laying on the floor and there's pieces of glass coming out of Clem's face. You could physically see it pushing out of his skin.
What's going on over there?
Clem's body's rejecting all the glass implants, apparently, pushing them right out of his flesh.
Now,
That's weird.
Is that stuff healing his skin?
I don't know. I don't know.
now it looks like it's worse than killing him.
Have I heard? Hey, speaking of Clem, have we heard him say a word this whole time?
Not other than moans of pain.
Why don't that boy talk none?
Well, part of it might be that his flesh was full of glass.
Well, it wasn't before. And he still ain't talked to nobody.
It's been for a while.
And he's all dark and dressed up in them dark clothes and all that other weird shit. What's wrong with that boy?
You're right. It's probably his fault.
Why did they bring him back here if he was in a car accident?
Are they returning them to us?
That's why they brought Charles or Chuck or whatever his name was.
He might have been in an accident. He had a broken arm.
He said he was hit or he hit someone.
That
Probably hit
could have
someone.
been a car accident.
What if he hit
somebody.
one of these things?
Oh, and they took it on and it pissed him off.
They're so ugly, though. They should all be shot.
You're not wrong there.
The door rattles and you look to the glass front door and they're pushing against the door.
Now are they looking at
Fridge.
I ate shop.
they looking at the weirdo kid?
Think so, yeah.
Like they're super hungry and they're like they
They're
got them
creepy. They're
like
creepy
hungry
as fuck.
eyes.
You could say that. You're not really sure. They're not human. It's hard to judge.
I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna grab him. And I'm just gonna shove him over against that door, but not put him out. But I want him to be close to the
Bro,
glass.
It's like a fountain of orange foam starts hitting the glass.
I'm gonna,
Well,
That did,
I want to scoot him. I want to scoot him along the glass.
They'll follow.
They want to heal him, but maybe the caveat is that he turns into one of them.
maybe because
But-
these creatures aren't like that when we're next to the window. Only when this injured guy is.
The one alpha hits the door really hard, and it fucking. If he does that again, you think it's gonna give the glass or the door.
All right, man, we gotta open this door and just give him this sumbitch right now. I know that lady's gonna freak the fuck out and she's gonna raise all kinds of hell, but they're about to bust through here, and once one comes through, man, he's gonna have 24 others right behind him, and we're all gonna go into some deep shit now. Unless we're gonna run into Wally's safe haven freezer box.
We can't. you open the door, they're all gonna rush in.
You
We'll
open the
close
door, you shove
again.
the dude out, and you call it good,
The-
man.
the-
It's like an
The
offering.
back door. The back door. They might have left since it's a dead body in the back door. Let's try the back door.
Let's go, Clem.
You want to throw him out the front door and try not to get caught by this mob. This sounds crazy.
You
Well,
got a
not the
better
front
idea?
door. The back door.
Yeah, I've got a better idea. We throw him out a window upstairs. Oh, I am upstairs, actually.
Don't forget, you got
By the way,
Thunder. You got old
Time to
Thunder
reload
Chunk
for
over here.
round 3. I have no idea. Yeah, you guys see what I'm going to just reload and start keep shooting from upstairs because you're downstairs and I'm not.
This lady's freaking out over here.
Yeah, she's screaming bloody murder now. And
But
what?
maybe-
Let's do it.
Who are you aiming at? Male, female, or small?
I think, again, a biggest target is best target.
All right, make a roll.
16 is good.
You
Very
fucking
good.
nail this thing in the head, and it fucking blows up like a pumpkin. Make a spot hidden.
43. Sorry, unfamiliar character. By 3 points. 43 is good.
You notice the 1 or 2 that you put down aren't there any longer.
They evaporate.
There is an orange stain on the floor, but the body is not there.
Jesus, orange guck thing. All right. Okay. Well, I'll think about that while my friends.
All right, what are you guys doing downstairs at the back door?
We look out the window. Are there a bunch of creatures there, or have they dispersed?
No, there's about 7 of them out there, but they're like 4 feet away from the door.
Hold on. I'm going to do something, Doug. It's going to be crazy, but I ain't staying here all night, and I ain't going to die with you bastards. But I got a feeling. I got a weird feeling here. And it's just something I got to do. And I'm going to walk out towards them.
All right,
Holy shit.
they back
Close the
up.
door behind me, Doug.
They back up. What are you
Uh,
doing exactly?
I'm stepping towards them and just giving them a alpha stare.
They just stare at you and they take a step back.
I step 1 forward.
It steps back.
All right. Now that we understand one another, sort of.
And they take their attention off of you and they look at the door again and they start going forward.
Towards the door and don't mind me.
Yup, one actually steps around you and it even bumps up against your leg and you're like, kind of like, what the fuck? And
Hey,
then they
Doug,
start howling
friendly.
again.
They're friendly. Do not shoot. We are your friends.
Like, they don't want me, Doug. If
So
you can hear me,
Yeah.
maybe it's Clem.
All right. Okay. How many are at the door?
There's like 6 or 7 of them.
There's like 6 or 7 over there, Doug.
Does the door open out or open in?
Outward.
All right. Well, okay. So I'll open the door with Clem there and push him right out the door.
All right. They pounce on this body like lightning quick, and it's covered head to toe in this orange foam, and he starts going into convulsions. With that, you hear the distant sound of police cars approaching.
Oh,
The body starts to convulse and stops moving, and the creatures howl, and then you hear an echo and another howl and another howl, and it sounds like, if you had to take your best guess, maybe 40 or 50 howls at least. They all howl in unison at once, and you hear a very loud alpha howl, and they all start tearing out and disappearing into the woods. and the sound of the sirens, and now you could see the flashing
Rusty,
lights. What do you guys do?
Thought I heard Doug.
What happened to Clyde?
He's there, covered in foam, and he went into a minor like seizure, and now he's just breathing.
I'm gonna snatch him on my way back in the door because
All
I now have soaked trousers, for I have pissed myself heavily for those creatures being so close and not doing it, and then puking all that pumpkin shit on that boy. And I am not too proud to say that I have urinated inside of my trousers.
The police pull up, coming in with the lights and guns out, looking around. They get you all into the main diner, and they start asking you questions. And then more police show up. And there's about 6 state troopers show up, and an hour or two passed, and they're going over statements and writing them down. And a black vehicle pulls up in front. He comes in and speaks with the officers. And on the side, they all go outside. He locks the back door and tells you all to sit down. He flashes you some badge you really don't recognize. Tells you all to sit down and puts you each at your own booth. Says, don't talk. And goes back to his car, comes back a few minutes later with a video camera and begins interviewing each of you. A little while later, the state police leave, and a big black, what could be like a tour van, like a concert van, black tinted windows, no license plate. And 4 heavily armed gentlemen come out, and they say, we're going to need to speak to you at headquarters once you finished your interviews. And they escort you on the bus, and you drive away.
Never to be seen again.
And what we saw here tonight is just what can happen when everyday ordinary people act on instinct and fear when something not like themselves is confronted. The fight or flight instinct can be devastating, especially for some semi-intelligent creatures that we saw here tonight. A benevolent race of herbivores who came across a hurt and dying man and just wanted to return him to his pack in hopes of the alpha human taking care of him, because they have no idea how to. They tried to help best they can. What was the price they paid for their benevolence?
How many people will pay?
Shooting them in the head.
How many people will pay a hefty price for one of those things that can puke up healing potions? And
That is.
we could make a buku bucks.
Couple
Great.
Hours later, you
Great
find
story.
thanks. You find you guys in Delta Green headquarters being heavily interrogated,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh boy.
who knows what happens after that?
Fantastic.
They were just during the when they took me in, they were just pulling knives out of my coat. Every knife from the kitchen was in my coat.
So Rusty fell asleep at the wheel and hit that first gentleman while he was changing his tire.
That's why you said sorry.
And he fell asleep at the wheel, woke up, but he didn't even realize it until he saw the guy again. And then Clem, he took off, leaving Darlene in the bar, and he got no more than a mile down the road. He was going so fast, he just hit the same puddle that Gator Jones hit on the way in, flipped his car over 3 times through the windshield, would have been dead. But he's now going to live due to the healing properties of these creatures.
The pumpkin people. They ate the pumpkins.
They ate the whole entire pumpkin patch. That's why today's vomit and bile was all orange, because they had feasted on a field of pumpkins only 6-7 hours earlier.
That's why
So
all
there
the
were-
meat bags were still.
That's
left
why the
untouched
meat
on
wasn't
the
touched.
overturned.
Did they overturn my garbage pail?
Yep, they just, the Alpha rammed it, and there's a huge dent. If you look at it in the light, it's almost an indentation shape of the Alpha.
Great story.
Those rat bastards.
So they were just trying to help.
Damn them for being friendly.
Good.
Our players included Zane Fleming, John Byram, David Gasway, Brian Daly, Stuart Lively, and yours truly, with Jason Melnichuk as the keeper of the secrets. We're currently producing up to 5 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. If you'd like to support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 to a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch that bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.